CFA Level 2 exam in August 2025. Are you looking for a last 1.5 month, 2 month study strategy? Then keep watching. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a last 1.5-2 month study strategy for CFA Level 2 August 2025, and by the end of this video, I will also tell you how to approach your exam paper, basically how to approach the questions in your exam paper, which is very important. So keep watching till the end. Let's get started. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work even a teeny tiny bit, then please join the community by subscribing to the channel, and while you're at it, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. And for the very kind people who have already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. First things first, if you have completed your one detailed reading as of today, you're in a very good position. You're in the best case position as of today or before today. Excellent. If not, maximum aim should be to complete your first detailed reading of every subject by 26th or 27th July, which basically means you need to have 1 month for revision. Do not underestimate that 1 month. In level 2, the last 1 month holds a lot of importance. If you ask me personally, I remember my exam was in November and there came a period between July and September where I really couldn't focus too much, even October for that matter. But what I did from like that last 1 month, my exam was on November 26th. So from November 1 to November 26th, what I did, I feel that was a game changer, and it could be for you as well. So make sure you have at least 1 month for a core, new, proper revision. Okay, and when I say that the first detailed reading should be done, that means you should have touched every subject ka every chapter. Not a single chapter should have been left. And when I say a chapter is complete, it means you've understood the chapter. Either you've attended a lecture or self-studied it, read through Shwezar or curriculum, whatever you are using, solved the blue box questions of again Shwezar or curriculum, whatever you are using, and solved end of chapter questions of the curriculum notes. Only when all of this is done for every chapter do we say that one full chapter is complete. All of this needs to be complete by maximum July 26th or July 27th. Now, after July 26th or July 27th, the last 1 month that you will have, you need to focus on cumulative revision. You need to cumulate subjects. No point of sitting one day and doing fixed income completely, solving every single question and then not touching it for the next 15 days. You will go back to square one. You have to cumulate your revision. If you want to know what cumulative revision is, I'll link a video below. I've already explained it and I think some of you already know it. So check that out. But yeah, you need to do cumulative revision because you should be able to solve all 10 subjects together. You should be able to comprehend all 10 subjects together. So it makes more sense to do one vignette of every subject in one entire day rather than doing 10 vignettes of just one subject. That is the smarter way out. Ethics, of course, is non-negotiable. You have to do every single day, and please do it. People in level 2 keep thinking कि अरे 7 standards तो हमको आता है. They can really trick you on the exam day. So please be very careful. In the last 1 month, your major practice should be done from institute material only. Simple logic जो exam बना रहा है, उनसे better nobody can know how to ask the questions or frame the questions. Even better if you have premium pack access. Make sure that you solve at least 2 full mocks, AM, PM, complete 1, AM, PM, complete 2. Minimum. If you can do more, brilliant, but minimum 2 full mocks in the last 1 month from the institute. Any other mock that you do is counted as an extra, but 2 full institute mocks should be done. Also, a few things that you need to keep in mind is in level 2, many people struggle with time. So make sure in the last 1 month, whatever question practice you're doing is timed practice. Especially your mocks should be timed and should be very strictly timed. Only then will you actually progress. And whenever you are solving questions and you're seeing the solution, see the solution in 2 parts. Suppose the answer was A. See why the answer was A. Whether you got it right or wrong, you should follow this. See why the answer was A. Okay. Also see and also try to understand why the answer was not B and C. If you're able to crack that concept, you're definitely in a good space and the chances of you passing are actually very high. At least conceptually. Baki us din ki jo kismat, we don't know. But yeah, these are some things that you should know. Now, in level 2, the exam is not as straightforward, unfortunately, as it is in level 1. Your mind needs to be very alert. The sharper your mind, the better your exam. especially level 2. Remember this, it's considered to be a hard level for a reason, right? How can you make your mind sharp? Two things. First of all, keep rehearsing your exam. What do you mean by this? Let me explain. If your actual exam is at 9 a.m., so from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. is your exam time, make sure from now onwards your study pattern starts at 9 a.m. Even if it ends at 1 p.m., it's fine. But your peak study should happen between 9 to 1 every single day. Your brain should be trained to be most alert, most active, most present between that time. Baki aage piche the brain is sleeping, it's fine. But at that time, the brain needs to be trained to be very, very, very active, very, very, very alert. This makes a very big difference. So I had some candidates, a few clients basically, who had the 4 p.m. exam and they were waking at 4 a.m. to study. By the time 4 p.m. hua tha, they were so tired. It makes no sense. Your brain is used to that pattern. The brain picks onto habits. So if you're waking up at 4 a.m. every day and at 4 p.m. you're taking a nap and your exam is at 4 p.m., on the actual exam day at 4 p.m. you're sleeping. Mentally you're sleeping. You cannot afford that. So start rehearsing your exam from now onwards. Second way to sharpen your brain, this is something I did and a lot of my clients do as well. It really works. Sharpen your mind by playing mind sharpening games. 15-20 minutes every single day. Sudoku, word puzzles. आजकल ये नहीं आते unblock me kind of puzzles. All these weird games that are there. Mind games, puzzle based games, quizzes on your phone, on your tablet, anywhere, but it really, really helps. I used to play Sudoku at that time. Now I play something else, but I used to play a lot of Sudoku in level 2 and it really, really helped. Also, of course, be very familiar with your calculator, very important. Now, subjects like equity, fixed income, alternative investments, and ethics and corporate issuers are very important. While ethics can get tricky, the remaining, again, fixed income, alternative investments, equity, and corporate issuers are very scoring. Even ethics, if you're able to crack, is very scoring, but the remaining are extremely scoring. So do not leave any scope of error here. Make sure that you've studied this very, very well and you grasp on all the marks here. It really makes a difference. Because subjects like derivatives and eco and quants, usme kya hota hai na, sometimes even if you've understood the subject very well, the kind of questions, I've seen this as a pattern, so I'm saying that as an opinion, it's not a fact. The kind of questions sometimes get to your head, and even though you know the concept very well, you don't score that well. But subjects like the ones I said, the equity, fixed income gang, usually if you've understood the concept very well, you're able to score that well. So make sure that you do not leave any scope of error in these subjects and grab full marks here, so that by default, your overall marks increase and your chances of passing go up as well. That doesn't mean that you do not pay attention to other subjects. You also have to pay attention to them because you cannot afford to get a 0 in that. Otherwise, again, your marks will go down. I'm just telling you something. होता है ना कि हम एग्जाम में बोलते हैं हिंदी is more, sorry, Sanskrit is more scoring than Hindi, so people take it so that the overall percentage increases. वैसे वाला logic है. Now, last bit, how to approach the exam. Exam questions कैसे approach करते हैं. So first things first. The practice questions that you see on the institute, the long case studies, usually exam में इतना long case studies नहीं आता है. Fingers crossed. How bad your kismat is at that day, I don't know, but usually it doesn't. It's a very short case study. Never start by reading the case study. You're gonna waste time. Don't do that. What you should do is, suppose the first subject is ethics. Quickly, suppose the first subject is ethics and there are 4 questions for one case study or one vignette as we call it. Quickly read all the 4 questions, not the options, just quickly skim through the questions. Okay, question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4. Quick skim should be done in like 30 seconds, and then detail mein jaake read question 1 properly in detail, full question, option, proper detail mein padho. Once you've read it, then go to the vignette, find the answer, then again go to question 2, read it in detail, find the answer, then go to question 3 in detail, find the answer. Now people say, if you have to do this only, then why read all 4 questions? Start with 1 and do now. You should know exactly what the 4 questions are, just in case in the vignette there is an overlap. Sometimes that happens. When I say an overlap, that you think that okay, question 1 is answered, but because you have an idea of what question 2 is, you're already sure that okay, this could have been question 2 as well. So that slight awareness is important. That's why first quickly skim all questions, then detail may read the first question, find the answer for that, then second question, find the answer for that. If you read the entire vignette, then you'll have to read the entire vignette once, then question, then again go back to the vignette. So that's more time consuming and more irritating for most people. I do not recommend it. And make sure that you are following the paper pattern. So if the first question is from ethics, follow that. You don't try to find first ethics, then I'll do this, then I'll do that. No, whatever the flow of the paper is, just follow that. It will save you time. Even if you do not know an answer, make sure you put something, because there is no negative marking, same like level 1, right? I always say, if you don't know something, if you don't know a question, follow what is that, method of elimination. That, you know, by method of elimination I choose this. Okay, I don't know the answer, but I know what the answer is definitely not. A and B is definitely not the answer, so by default it will be C. Either that. If even that you don't know, 5-6 question होते ही होते हैं, घर से सोच के think that okay, for all answers that I absolutely do not know, I will mark C. Why घर से सोचना? Because at that point of time, if you sit to do an inky pinky ponky, your mind gets distracted. A slight distraction is enough for you to fail the exam. So you don't want to waste that time. If you don't know the answer at all, you know you're gonna mark it C, you know you're gonna flag it and move forward. When the full paper is done, you'll come back and see if you're able to get it. As simple as that, right? Right. So yes, we've come to the end of this. You can see मेरा literally गला सूख सा गया. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to help. And please, level 2 candidates who have requested for level 2 videos, since I'm making it, so now you have to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.